go. It's the home team versus North Melbourne. Is in his possession. He gets the hand pass. The ball mopped up. Kennedy pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Kennedy scoring from a long bomb. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. He gains possession. He's got the football now. The ball goes over the line. All eyes on the ball as the ruckmen battle it out. Goldstein with the mighty fist. He takes control of the loose ball. Dangerfield launches one towards goal. I would have expected him to nail that. Hansen puts it. Nice mark there. Wines has his head down now. Perfect kick. There's already some distress for North Melbourne. The ball bouncing well. Goldstein outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. And the ball goes sailing out of bounds. And we'll get a throw in. The ball is coming back into play. Big leap. Rioli sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Looks like he forgot to practice his kicking during the week. Out on the full, North Melbourne free kick. Hansen kicks it. Great grab. Betts decides to play on. The home team with a very handy lead early on.
Let's play on.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Hansen would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. He plays the ball to himself. Cunnington kicks it long. That's a nice, strong mark. Shuey slams the ball to his boot. That's a mark.
Wines lining up. He runs into the goal, going for goal number 2. Chalk up a goal for the home team. A second goal in the bag. Wines extends the lead from that kick. Goldstein punches. Jacobs sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Strong mark by Betts, going for goal number 1. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Dorr guides it. Jacobs sticks out his hands and collects the ball. Kennedy claims the ball, and he's heading for home. A magnificent kick right through the middle. They increase their lead.
They're just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Played on. The ball is hammered towards goal by Kennedy. That's 6 in a row for the home team. The home team starting to exert some dominance over North Melbourne with the lead of 38-0.
They're just really comfortable kicking for goal on the run because it's just an extension of their normal field kicking, and they have absolutely no issues there.
Wines likes his chances for goal. That was a narrow miss. The home team with the ascendancy over the Kangaroos, leading the match 39-0. He'll be disappointed with that effort. It'll be tossed in from the boundary. It's a good throw in. Dorr wins the tap. Terrible timing by Nat Nui. Kennedy will hear about that kick later. He's kicked it out on the full. Right with the kick. Lynched marks. Slams it on the boot. Rioli controls. Misjudged the stopping distance there and runs over the line. The ball is coming back into play. Nat Nui, I've seen better swings on a condemned playground. It's going. Couldn't seal the deal. The home team are leading by 40 as we go to the siren sounds for the second quarter.
Second quarter action underway.
Guided by Goldstein. He boots it from the pack. Marks. Kennedy opts to play on. Rioli has his head down now. The home team with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading North Melbourne 46-0. Goldstein punches, scoops up the ball. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Tapped by Wines. Goes short with a hand pass. Manages to get a hand to it. A low kick from Hansen. Nice hands. Puts boot to ball. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Westhoff going for number 1. The home team had one to their tally, and that puts them further in front. The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Nat Nui looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Betts got under it. He decides to play on. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Westhoff only claiming a behind. I would have expected him to nail that. He may just play onto himself here. The options are few and far between at the moment. Lining up the goal now. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. He runs into the goal. Nice kick. The home team by 59.
Paul is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
Kennedy laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. Wines marks. Going for goal number 3. Wines slots the goal. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully.
Well, the Kangaroos have been dominant in the ruck. They haven't been able to give their receivers first use of the ball, and that's why they're losing this match. Kennedy intercepts the ball.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce straight down.
Goldstein is just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change. When coaches have someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is. That's a great goal.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Big thump from Goldstein. Franklin gathers, kicks. Marked by Westhoff. He wants to play on. Westhoff aiming for the goals. The goal eludes him just wide of the target.
Let's play on.
I would have expected him to nail that. Wines over the top. Keeps it close to the ground. Rioli controls. Kick that straight into the behind post. Out on the full. The Kangaroos sending out Goldstein. Dork with the tap. Looks like he panicked there. Going for goal number 2. The goal for the home team. Rioli kicks number 2. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Punched by Gore. Lucky bounce collected. Jacobs with a kick out of the pack. Handballs. Mitchell gains possession through the interception. Great mark. He chooses to play on. Goal for Selwood. The home team leads by 90. Here we go. Dorr got the hit out. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Wines read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. A good second term with the home team. Well, the players have had a good rest and they look refreshed, ready for the third term.
They've come out from the long break and hopefully they have agreed upon the price they must pay for success. Doing this enables teams to ignore the minor hurts, the opposition pressure and the temporary failures.
Punched by Goldstein. Rioli getting accustomed to kicking goals. The home team starting to exert some dominance over the Kangaroos with the lead of 96-0. Intercepted. Kennedy kicks it out of congestion. And the ball goes over the boundary line. The ball going back to the players right now. Tapped by Goldstein. Rioli controls. A low stabbing kick. Tackled but gets the handball off. Marks. Betts decides to play on. It's in the air. The home team lead North Melbourne. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Hansen waiting for his teammates to break. They're using the Tokyo subway play. It's not the score he was looking for.
Hansen is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He kicks to himself.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Goldstein hits it, able to grab it on the half volley. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. That's 2 now. He's playing well. Selwood with that kick has increased the lead. Tapped by Goldstein. Kicks. Takes that one strongly.
Wingard needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Mitchell, he has sunk that from a long way out.
The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Goldstein guides it. Cunnington comes away with the ball. Takes it well. Hodge plays it on. Didn't middle that kick, did he, Richard?
That's just a waste of a kick there.
He's heading for home. Hall going for number 2. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. He'll be disappointed with that effort. The ball goes out of bounds on the full. Lynch winds it up. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. Played on. He pumped that one. Rioli drops it. The ball crosses the line. Umpire calls for a throw-in. The umpire's throw is a good one. Dork wins the tap. Terrible timing by that Nui. Lynch approaching home now. He really should have made more of that. He'll be disappointed with that effort. The ball goes out of bounds on the full. Martin taking aim. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. Martin gets the goal with an ambitious kick. They increase their lead. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Both Rucks have a fair shot at this one. Dork with the tap. Collected by Cunnington. Kicks it. Wins the hard ball. He chooses to play on. He picks up the loose ball. Hall launches one towards goal. Gets the behind. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Kick by Hansen. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Lynch pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Hansen assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Disappointing kick there. There's the siren for the final quarter, and play is underway.
You and your opponent want the same thing. The only thing that matters is who works the hardest for it.
Kennedy claims it. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Goldstein hits it, scoops up the bouncing ball. His kick slurs off the side of his boot. A mark by Betts. He decides to play on. A short handball. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
He seems to be watching his opponent rather than the ball, Den.
A mark by Kennedy. He wants to play on. Chalk up a goal for the home team. Kennedy will be enjoying that one. This kick has extended their lead. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Jacobs on the ball at the moment. He's got the footy in his hands. Simply outplayed the opposition there. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Betts kicks it straight over the boundary line. Puts boot to ball. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kicks it. Swallow marks. Chips it down towards half forward. Hodge takes it well. He decides to play on. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. It's in the air. Wines will be looking for excuses for that shocker. He's kicked that straight into the confectionery stand, out on the full. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. I would have expected him to nail that. Hands like dinner plates.
The Kangaroos just can't seem to retain possession of the footy. They're getting outmarked all over the ground and as a result finding themselves losing the contest. He plays on with it. Perfect kick.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. There's the bounce. Hit by Goldstein. Lucky bounce collected. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. The loose ball picked up by Mitchell, going for goal number 2. A magnificent kick right through the middle. This kick has extended their lead. Bounce is dead straight. Guided by Goldstein. Mitchell gets it out of the crowd. Takes it well. He plays on. Betts shoots it. He was celebrating the moment that left his boot. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
Betts often has to shoot with very little time and space. He just has that innate sense of knowing where the goals are, even when he's being tackled.
The bounce. Strong mark by Dangerfield. Chips it down towards half forward. Puts boot to ball. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it.
It's no wonder the Kangaroos are falling behind with a marking count like that. If they don't start getting into the contest and start taking some marks, this game will be lost for them. Wines, you beauty.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Here we go. Good fist. He controls the bouncing ball. Horrible kick by Jacobs. Ablett got under it. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about 40 metres out. He'd like that one again. It was a shocker off the boot. Final scores are 164-0. It's all said and done. It's real and it's been fun. Two teams from the anticipation is high, players are ready, and the game is underway.
To uncover your true potential, you must first find your own limits, and then you've got to have the courage to blow past them.
Kennedy heads in for the goals. Going for goal number 1. Kennedy scores with a beautiful kick. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Lysette really gets onto this one. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kennedy completely shanked that one.
Let's play on.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. Shepherd waiting to bring it back into play. The ball is thumped towards goal by Wines. Nice mark there. He's elected to play on. He's out of room and he has to cross the boundary. The ball is coming back into play. Lysette with the punch. Betts gets it on the bounce. He's missed it. The home team by 8 points.
Let's play on.
Disappointing kick there. Booted by Shepherd. The contest, no match for him. Going for goal number 1. The home team have the early lead. It's always a good sign.
Rioli, he's the man to go to. He thrives on pressure. Give him the ball and he just does the rest.
Lucky bounce collected. Rioli shoots for goal. It's in the air. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. The Eagles trailing already. They need to pick up the pace, and right now. I would have expected him to nail that.
Shepherd can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. Redden with good strong hands.
The bounce, laser straight. Lysette nicely outclassing that Nui. Quick kick out of the pack by Jacobs. Out of bounds on the full by Betts. He kicks quickly, takes that one strongly. Betts shoots it. The home team get a goal. Betts getting his first right there. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Good bounce. Knocks it down in front. He's got the footy in his hands. The ball goes over the line. Shoulders locked, eyes on the ball. Palms it down nicely. The ball in the hands of Kennedy. He's tried to do too much with that kick. Drops the ball. Unfortunately placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Giles gets the tap. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Guided down nicely by Giles. Giles with the tap. Mitchell with the ball. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Hands like dinner plates. Gets boot to leather. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark.
Cripps, he's pretty good at hangers. He just needs to work on getting some more height if he really wants to master the skill. Kennedy with the kick. Plenty of space for a very easy mark. He plays on. Betts gets caught with the ball.
McKenzie puts it on the boot. And here's the start of the second term.
Second quarter action underway.
Tap to advantage. Jacobs made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Lysette looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. He gets his hands on the footy. That came off the boot with huge power. Darling controls it. He has a mighty kick at the footy. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Marston gets the upper hand. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. 15 metres out. You've heard the expression shooting fish in a barrel. Well, this is shooting fish in a fish market. Disappointing kick there. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Minus the peg. Opportunity for McGuinness. Good mark by She takes a shot. West Coast need to stop horsing around as they trail the home team 27-2. Disappointing kick there. Westhoff clearing it out of defence.
Shuey wears his heart on his sleeve and he just bleeds for this footy club. Sheed goes for home. Sheed kicks it straight through the big sticks.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Nat Nui punches it, sends it on its way. Hutchings presents and takes the mark. Kicks the skin off it. Nice hands. Going for goal number 1. Yeo kicks it behind. They've got it behind. Now they need to switch on because there's a real chance the opposition can go coast to coast and put them further behind. They'll be disappointed with that effort. Off the ground. Disappointing kick there.
Sheed shoots for goal. West Coast trails.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Nat Nui punches it. The ball in the hands of Mitchell. Hearn feeds it wide. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Nice work from Hill. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Nat Nui with the tap. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Dangerfield with the football.
McKenzie has got some sure hands. He doesn't often fumble the loose ball. He decides to play it on. Lysette mistimes it. Hits nothing with that one.
He puts it out of bounds on the full. Westhoff with no time to delay with that kick. Sends it on its way. Marks. Kick by Kennedy. Cripps has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark.
He takes the contested mark.
Take a bow, son. Take a bow. You have been immense. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Nat Nui aims for his man on the ground. Kicked by Hearn. Marston marks it. He's going to play on. There's one for the blooper reel. West Coast by 2 points. Disappointing kick there. Westhoff assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Just a few points the difference. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Second half is underway.
How you respond to the challenge in the second half will determine what you become after the game, whether you're a loser or a winner.
Wines intercepts it. Palms it down nicely. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Nat Nui over the top. He brings it out of the pack. He picked it up off the ground. Chips it down towards half forward. Gets the loose ball. McGuinness pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. It's not the score he was looking for. He may just play onto himself here. The options are few and far between at the moment.
Wingard is just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change. When coaches have someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is. Hodge puts his boot on it. Cripps takes the mark. He plays it on. He boots it. McGovern drops the ball. Interception. Shuey boots it. Franklin gets the mark without contest.
Takes that one strongly. The Rats opts to play on. Inside 50 now. Marston, the better man there. That's a very well executed goal. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. A dead straight bounce. Deft touch from Nat Nui. He controls the bouncing ball. Duggan sends the ball on its way. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Pritis sends the ball on its way. A great effort. He chooses to play on. Marston with the goal. Good things come in threes. That's his third.
West Coast have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
All is in readiness. Drops the ball. He's kicked it out on the full. Jams it on the boot. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. The ball is on the ground and it's picked up by Marston. Marston with a massive goal. That's number 4. They increase their lead. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The umpire has bounced the ball. Jacobs knocks it down the field. Quick kick out of the pack by Dangerfield. Nice hands.
When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, it must give the Eagles a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on. Good mark. Maston goes for home. West Coast get the goal.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Jacobs is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Lysette. Hands it out to open space. Jacobs taps it, takes possession. Mitchell picks up the loose ball. Pritis thinks that was holding the ball and the umpire agrees. Richo, what do you think about the quarter we just watched?
Well, they're still in it, but they need something to ignite them in this last quarter. They can't expect their opposition to handle.
And the last quarter of this match is underway.
You're never a loser until...
Nat Nui with the punch. Wines slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. And the ball goes out of bounds. The boundary umpire is called for the footing. A lot of jostling as the boundary umpire puts the ball back into play. Kennedy gets the ball. Low spearing kick. And that torp has gone supernova. An easy grab for Prioli. The ball is thumped towards goal by Prioli. Margin a big one, but plenty of time to play. I would have expected him to nail that.
The Eagles just seem to hit every target with their disposal. They're just incredibly efficient in this match. Rioli with good strong hands. Rioli kicks for goal. Petrelli.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Lysette knocks it down the field. McGovern controls it, chips it down towards half forward. Nice contested mark by Wines. Puts boot to ball. Lynch picks up the bouncing ball. He collects the loose ball. Lynch throws it, clear as day. A massive kick by Hutchings. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Oh, gee, he just couldn't pull it off. We'll have a throw in. The ball has been tossed in. Lysette with the mighty fist. He keeps it alive despite the traffic around him. He's run out of room and he goes across the line. The ball going back to the players right now.
Lysette just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. McGovern slams the ball to his boot. He marks the ball. Wingard getting it off the side of his boot. Strong mark there. He boots it.
Wines intercepts it. He runs for home. Nice kick. The home team is starting to drop behind. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Claimed by Lysette. Franklin has the ball. Kennedy enjoying a height advantage, going for goal number 1. The home team have scored the last 2 goals. The home team will be trying to kill the momentum of the opposition. Thumps the pigskin. Nice mark there. Rioli choosing to play on. Goal for Rioli. The home team have scored the last 3 goals. The intensity is building as time to close the margin disappears.
Rioli, it's an incredible straight shooter. No angle seems too sharp for him. Pushing him out wide really doesn't increase his chances of missing.
The home team have scored the last 4 goals. The home team steal back the lead.
Rioli is a very intelligent guy. He always seems to make the right decisions no matter what's happening on field around him.
Is it? Is it? You can see that happening right after it left his boot. It's not the score he was looking for. Wingard boots it. Cripps gets the mark without contest. He's played on quickly. Takes control of the ball. Grabs it and takes off. Look at him go. West Coast are back in the lead again. All is in readiness. The bounce is straight up and down. Napanui guides it. Kennedy gets the ball. And that torp has gone supernova. Final scores are in. The Eagles 62. The home team 58. Britcho, as always, it's been a pleasure.
Well, thanks for having me. That's all we have time for. We'll see you next time.